Okay, class, let's move on to sinking fund method. Okay, so sorry kanina ay sa previous video naputol gawa ng tumawag yung advisor ko sa thesis. So, okay. Okay, so sa sinking fund method, no, so medyo mapapansin nyo, meron tayong sinking fund factor na pinag-usapan, di ba? And dito po natin yun ma-apply actually. So, magagamit natin siya dito. Okay, so, ang sinking fund method, parang ano siya para kang may annuity. Okay, so yung annuity, parang yung depreciation is tinitreat natin siya as annuity na yearly natin binabayad. Okay, so ano yung future value? So let's try mag-drawing tayo ng CFD. So for example, this is year 0, 1, 2, 3. And dot, 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 papunta kay N and papunta kay L. Okay, so ito yung last, no? This is 0, 1, 2, 3. And this is my nth year and this is L. Kumbaga ito yung last year ng usable life nung ating equipment or ng ating asset. So meron tayong binabayaran na annuity. It's as if may binabayaran tayong annuity. Okay? So instead na A, let's just name this as D. Kasi ito yung yearly cost of depreciation. Okay? And at the end of its lifetime, this is equal to the original value or yung initial cost ng equipment minus the salvage value. Okay? And this is also yung total depreciation, no, at nth year. Okay? So, kung gagawa natin to ng equivalence, it's as if, no, parang pwede nating dalhin itong kung naalala niyo yung sa annuity, no, naalala itong factor na F given A, I%, and yung instead na N, this will be L, no? Ito yung factor para makuha natin yung future value given annuity. Okay? So dito, kung naaalala nyo, no, parang dati, ang form talaga niya is F is equal to A times this factor F given A, I% for the interest times N, no? Ito yung factor and ito yung equation natin. Tama ba? Imumultiply pa natin to dun sa annuity. Pero in this case, instead of A, ang imumultiply natin dyan is D. And that will be equal to the future value, which is equal to ito. No? So, kung sa ordinary annuity, yung future value is F. Dito, ang future value is the total cost minus the salvage cost. Okay, so ito yung parang total na depreciation at year end. Okay? Oops. So, yung pinaka-equation talaga, ang hinahanapan dito ng equation is D. Hinahanap natin yung annual cost of depreciation. Okay, so this will be CO minus CL divided by F given A, I% times L. Okay? And itong factor na to, kung maaalala nyo, that is, ito no, 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I. Okay? Ito yung factor na yan. Tama? So, pwede natin yan ipasok dito to have CO minus CL all over 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I. Okay? Or, over I. Or, pwedeng itong denominator na I, ilagay ko na lang sa numerator. Or, actually, pwede ko na lang i-multiply dito. Okay? And this is your equation for D. Okay? So, kung Dn naman yung kukunin natin, this one, no? So, ang papalitan lang natin dito is ito. Instead na L, gagawin nating n. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, instead na CO minus CL, kapag pinalitan natin to ng n, this should be, ang numerator is, it should be dn. Okay? So, let's write that down. So, parang, ito yung una, no? The second one is d times f given a, I percent, and instead na L, n lang, no? So, depende kung ano yung tinatanong, no? So, pwedeng tinatanong what is the depreciation or the total depreciation after 2 years, no? Even kahit na 5 years yung total usable life nung ating equipment, no, or ng ating asset, no? Pwede naman tanungin, no? At year 3, magkano na yung total depreciation niya? Okay, so this will be equal to dn. Okay? So dn is just equal to d, no? So kung ano man na ma-compute natin dito times this factor. So that is still 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 all over I. Okay? Ay, oh no, may mali ako guys. May mali ako, no? So ito pala, L nga pala to, dapat ito rin ay L. Sorry. Yun nga pala yung difference nito. Ayan, ito ay N, ito ay L. Okay? Sorry, kamali ako dun. Okay? And, of course, ito yung pangalawa na important for sinking fund method, and the book value at year end. Ito guys, no, at kanina in-explain ko, this is the cost or ito yung value ng asset at year end. No, value at year end. This is also called book value at year end. Okay, so sa books, magkano na lang yung value nung asset na yon at year end. Okay? This is equal to, well, yung total cost minus yung total depreciation. Okay? Fix naman tong equation na to for all. Okay, so this number 1 equation, 2, and this is 3. Okay? Dun sa kanina, ano yung mga important equations dito? Ito, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So, next naman natin is, after sinking, is declining balance method. Wala, hindi na mga ano. Declining balance method. Okay? So, dito sa declining balance method, this is sometimes called as constant percentage method. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung depreciation natin, nagde-depreciate siya at a constant percentage. Okay? So, kung kanina, katulad nito, no? So, sa una, sa straight line method, constant lang talaga siya, yung depreciation niya. Dito naman, para siya naging annuity. Dito naman, sa declining balance method, yung depreciation natin is in a constant percentage. Okay? So, the equation we use for dn is just CO, yung initial cost of the equipment, times 1 minus K. Okay? So, teka lang. Explain ko kung ano yung K. This is raised to N minus 1 times K. Okay? So, yung dn, guys, no? So, bago to, bakit may small d and n? Ito yung depreciation at year n. Okay? So, bakit may small letter d sub n na tayo? So, kanina, dito sa unang example natin, yung depreciation natin, it is constant per year. For example, dito, for 4,500 pesos per year ang depreciation. Dito rin, no? Constant in yung depreciation, para siyang annuity, pantay-pantay lang din. But when it comes to declining balance method, yung depreciation natin per year ay nag-iiba-iba na siya. Okay? Hindi na siya constant. Okay, so pwedeng, for example, ang depreciation at year 1, 10K. Ang depreciation at year 2, maging 8K na lang. Depreciation at year 3, 4K, no? So, may ganyan. Okay? So, hindi constant na ngayon yung depreciation niya per year. Kaya meron na tayong bagong DN. Okay? So, huwag kayong malilito between the small DN and the big DN. Ito ay yung total na to. Okay? And moving on, K naman is yung rate of depreciation. Okay, so ito yung constant percentage na sinasabi. Okay? So, this is the first equation. The second one is how to get the book value at year end, that is just equal to CO minus times 1 minus K raised to N. Okay? So, N lang. So, ito yung mga medyo kailangan nyo lang tandaan talaga. Kumbaga, parang ano lang din to eh. Medyo may hawig lang dun sa ating F given P, no? So, 1 plus I raised to N, ano? So, medyo hawig yung ating formula. Pero ito, instead na 1 plus I, this is 1 minus K. Bakit? Kasi ito, nagdadagdag tayo ng interest eh. Nagdadagdag tayo ng binabayaran by a certain percent. Dito, nagbabawas. Declining balance siya eh. Depreciation yung usapan eh. Okay? So, let me just erase this. So, may DN, may CN na tayo. Okay, so, this is also equal, no? Another equation for this is equal to CO times CL over CO raised to N over L. Okay? So, meron tayong dalawang equation or dalawang formula for CN. And CL, for CL, meron din po tayong formula for that. That is equal to CO times 1 minus K raised to N. Okay? So, halos pares lang yung dalawa. Ito. Ang difference lang is ito L, ito N. Okay? So, paano naman po natin kinukuha si K? K is just equal to 1 minus the nth root of Cn over Co. Okay? Or this is equal to 1 minus nth root of Cl over Co. Okay? May pattern naman, guys. Okay? So, kung ang nasa numerator mo dito ay Cn, so this is nth root. Kung ito naman ay Cl, this is nth root. Okay? Okay. So, this is the declining balance method. Okay? So, yung sunod is double declining balance method or DDB. Okay? So, yung DDB guys, very familiar siya dito kay declining balance method. Pero, ang kinaibahan lang nito is yung K natin, dito, it's just, or pwede nating i-replace ito with 2 over L. Okay, so, i-try natin ipasok itong 2 over L sa lahat ng K dito sa ating mga equations. Okay? So, in order to get dn, that's just CO times 1 minus 2 over L raised to n minus 1 times 2 over L. Okay? So, pinalitan lang natin yung K ng 2 over L. Then, yung Cn natin, yung first equation, ano? Baka kasi malito kayo. Hindi yan kadikit nito, guys. So, ang Cn naman, that is equal to CO times 1 minus 2 over L raised to n. Okay? And Cl, that is CO 1 minus 2L over L. Okay? Kung papansin ninyo, pinalitan lang talaga natin yung lahat ng K with 2 over L. Ito pa. And that's the double declining balance method. Okay? Okay. So, moving on tayo sa ating sum of years digit method or SYD. Meron tayo dito na numberan ko. It's number 1. Yung pangit. Number 1 method. This is number 2 method. This is number 3. This is number 4. So, this is number 5. So, sum of years digit method. SYDM or SYD method. Okay, so dito gagamit tayo ng table. Okay, so isulat ko muna yung formula, no, and para makita nyo kung paano natin ginagawa yung SYD table. Okay, so yung DN for SYD method is, this is the depreciation charge during the nth year, no? So, parang kanina lang din yung in-explain ko, meron tayo ditong DN, and this is equal to reverse digit over sum of digits times CO minus CL. So, ano yan? Okay, so, gawa tayo ng table para mas maintindihan natin. For example, meron tayong property na ang lifespan is 3 years lang. Asset or property whose life is 3 years. Okay, so pwedeng humaba pa to, guys. Kaya kinakailangan natin yung formula na to. Kasi ganito siya, no? So, gawa tayo ng table. This is for year, column. This is year in reverse. Mamaya, guys, maintindihan nyo to. So, ito yung depreciation factor. And this is the depreciation during the year. Okay, so let's say meron tayong 3 years nga dito ano. So may year 1, may year 2, and meron din tayong year 3. Okay, so dito kaya tayo kumukuha ng sum of years digit kasi well, ito guys ay ina-add natin. Okay? So 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is equal to 6. Okay? So ito yung baguhin ko yung ano. This is 6. Okay? So dito year in reverse, well, i-reverse mo lang yung years. Okay, so yung depreciation factor guys is this year in reverse divided by the total number of digit or total number of digits. Okay? Hindi total number of years kasi total of number of years ay 3 lang. Pero sum of years digit. Okay? The sum of years digit is 6. So yun yung magiging denominator dito. So the numerator is this, no? Ito yung numerator. So that is 3 over 2 over and 1 over. And yung sum of years digit is 6. Okay? So this is equal to 1/2. This is equal to 1/3. And this is equal to 1/6. Kung mapapansin nyo guys, paliit ng paliit, no? So this is 1/2, 1/3, and 1/6. Paliit ng paliit habang tumatagal. Okay, ibig sabihin guys, kumbaga, ang pinaka-logic lang nito na sum of years digit is habang tumatagal, lumiliit yung depreciation. Okay? Ang philosophy ng method na to is that yung pinakamalaking depreciation will happen at the first year. Okay, di ba may mga ganun? May mga ganung mga products na kahit nga mabuksan mo lang yung box, grabe na agad yung depreciation niya, di ba? Or kahit 1 year mo palang nagamit, ang laki na ng depreciation niya. Okay, so ito yun guys. Ano? So nire-reverse natin yung digit, ito, yung year, and yun yung nagiging numerator para makuha natin yung depreciation factor. Okay? So, ang mapapansin nyo dito, paliit ng paliit yung depreciation as reflected dito sa depreciation factor per year. No, sa first year, 1/2 yung madi-depreciate. At the second year, 1/3. And at the third year, 1/6. Okay? So, yung depreciation during the year is just equal to, dito is 1/2 times CO minus CL. Okay, so ito yung CO minus CL, this is kumbaga the total depreciation, tama ba? Example, binili ko yung equipment at 50K, yung salvage value niya is 5K, so this is 45K. So ibig sabihin, sa ganitong example, ito yung total depreciation niya sa buong lifetime niya. So from 50K, magiging 5K siya at the end of its life. So, dito, sa sum of years digit, ang philosophy niya is that 1/2 nitong 45K, which is 22.5, yun yung depreciation mo sa first year. No? So, from 50K, after 1 year, ang magiging book value ng equipment mo is 27.5K na lang. Ang laki. Tama ba? Yung quick maths ko. Tama. Ang laki, no? And so on, no? So, dito is 1/3 ng CO minus CL. So, sa example na to is, what is 1/3 nung 45? That is 15. Tama ba? 15K. And ito, 1/6 ng CO minus CL, that is just 1/2 ng 15K. That's 7.5K. Okay? So, from 50K, naging 27.5K after 1 year. Then, magiging 27.5 minus 5. 27.5 minus 15. So, that is 12.5K after the second year. And minus 7.5K ulit. So, magiging 5K after the third year. Okay? Okay? So, nag-start siya sa 50K and mag-end siya sa 5K. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung depreciation niya, paliit ng paliit. Okay? So, that is the sum of years digit method. Okay, next tayo. Ano nga ulit yung next? That is, sorry. Tapos na tayo doon. Service output method and working hours or machine hour method. Okay, so si favorite, as I've recalled, as I've told you, nagkataon. After nung 5, ito na, si 6. Charot, dito na lang. 6. So, si service output method. Okay, so dito, ito yung isa sa mga pinakamadaling intindihin eh. Okay, so, ang depreciation niya is per unit na napoproduce. So, for example, yung machine mo ay kaya niya mag-produce ng 10 products in its lifetime. Kunwari lang, ano. So, yung depreciation niya is i-divide lang natin per unit output. Okay? So, ganito. So, the depreciation per unit output, that is equal to, ang haba, no? CO minus CL, or yung total depreciation divided by T. Okay? So, ano yung T? T is the total number of units of output. Kaya siya service output method, to the end of life. Ibig sabihin, pares na example ko kanina, no? For example, I have a machine na binili ko for 50K and ang kanyang salvage value at the end of its life is 5K, and itong machine na to, kaya niya lang mag-produce ng 10 outputs or 10 products in its lifetime. Ibig sabihin, yung depreciation niya per output is, ayun, no? So, CO minus CL, so 50K minus 5K divided by 10 output. So, kumbaga, yung total depreciation niya, pinalabnaw lang natin or dinistribute lang natin equally doon sa kanilang mga outputs. Okay, so this will become 45K divided by 10. So 4.5K yung depreciation niya every time na nagpo-produce ng output si machine. Okay, so for example, I have a machine na binili ko for 50K. Ito si machine, no? 50K. 50K yung machine. Sorry. 50K yung machine. Then, nakapag-produce siya ng isang output. Isang product. After ma-produce yung isang product, yung machine will now be equal to 50K minus 4.5. So, it will become 45.5. Okay? So, just after one output, isipin nyo, just after one output, nag-depreciate na agad yung material mo. Naging 45.5K na lang din siya. Okay, then, after another, no, gumawa ka ng pangalawa pang output, another output, yung magiging presyo niya is 45.5K minus 4.5K. So, magiging 41K na lang yung equipment mo. And so on and so forth. Okay? So, yun po yung kanyang philosophy or yun yung kanyang explanation, okay? So, the depreciation per unit output is CO minus CL all over the total number of outputs in its lifetime, okay? And kung aalamin naman natin is yung depreciation niya at year end, that is just this one, no? CO minus CL all over T times QN. Okay? So, ano yung QN? QN is total outputs made after ano yun? After n years. Parang ganito lang, no? Tinatanong. So, pag tinanong kayo, what is the total depreciation after 2 years? Kung mapapansin nyo, after 2 outputs pala, hindi year. Output. So, magkano na lang, pag dito tinatanong, magkano yung depreciation niya after 2 outputs kapag nakapag-produce na siya ng 2 output? O di, basic lang, no? Itong example na to exactly. So, from 50K, naging 41K. And paano yun kinompute? That is just equal to yan. CO minus CL over T para makuha natin ito na 4.5K times 2. Kasi meron tayong 2 outputs. So, that is 9K. 4.5K times 2 is 9K. So, from 50K, naging 41K na lang yung ating asset. Nagkaroon siya ng total depreciation, DN, na 9K. Okay? So, ayun, okay? So, medyo basic lang yung service output method. Kumbaga, yung CO minus CL natin or yung ating total depreciation, hinahati lang natin yan sa number of outputs na napoproduce. Okay? So, actually, sa number 7, yung susunod, which is yung working hour or machine hour method, it's literally just the same as service output method. Pero instead na total number of units ang kinoconsider natin, it's total number of hours. Okay? So, it will be depreciation per unit hindi per unit, per hour. So, dito, ang ano naman niya is, kung sa kanina, service output method, nagkakaroon siya ng depreciation every time nag-output si machine. Dito naman sa number 7, nagkakaroon siya ng depreciation after every hour na ginagamit. Okay? So, same lang yung gagamitin nating formulas for that. That is CO minus CL all over, gamitin na natin T for the total number of time used, no, in hours. And dito is yung DN, well, ganun lang din ulit. CO minus CL over T times, instead na HN, gawin na lang natin din H, no? Para at least, H of N. Para at least, meron kang difference naman kahit paano. This is total outputs. This is total hours. Total hours. Okay? So, that's it, for our discussion on depreciation. I hope naintindihan. And, ayan. Okay? So, ito lang yung mga gagamitin yung formulas for this topic. Okay? And, yes guys, lumalabas pa to sa board exam. Actually. Medyo marami-rami rin to. Pero minor na lang din, no? Siguro ko sa sa lahat kung meron kang 15 items ng engineering economics sa board exam sa ESAS, siguro ko ito ay mga 2 questions, 3 questions, no? So Ayan. I hope naintindihan and that will be all. Thank you.